You see the textual exercise, comprehension. What does the poet want us to stare at? What does the poet want us to stare at?
So the poet wants us to stare at the nature's beauty.
Yes, very good. The poet wants us to stare at the nature around us,
Yes, sir.
which is beautiful always, which is always ready to provide us with the beauty, to make us
Yes, sir.
delighted, right? Next, number two, why do people not have the time to stare as long as sheep and cows? That means you said the man is unlike sheep and cows because sheep's
Sir, we
s-
also have many things to learn from sheep and cows.
yes,
Sir,
yes, yes,
they does their jobs, but they have time to means look at beauty, look at nature's
yes,
beauty, but we don't
yes.
have that.
That means we should learn the lesson how to spend time in leisure. From where we should learn the lesson? From sheep and cows, right?
Yes,
In
sir.
this sense, we are unlike sheep and cows. Next, number three, what does he tell us to observe in the woods and in the stream? In the
Sir,
same way, informative question, you will see the informations. Hmm. Which are the informations which the poet is talking about to stare at in the woods and stream? Obviously, stream has its beauty, and the woods obviously has its own beauty. That means the beauty, the natural representation, the representation of nature should be stared at, right, by us.
yes,
How? Next, how can the streams be full of stars in the broad daylight? How can the streams be full of stars in broad daylight?
sir,
You,
if we means because
you,
of nature's beauty.
you read out this line from poetry.
Sakunda,
দেখো পোয়েট্রিতে আছে how can the streams be full of stars and broad daylight?
because streams full of stars like skies at night.
Yes, yes. How can the streams of life, we our
And
lives,
stream is full of stars.
yes, streams full of stars. That means streams full of beautiful natural ingredients. But
Yes,
the stream of our life, but the stream of our life can be similarly full of beautiful stars. That
yes,
means full of delight if we get time of leisure to celebrate the life with proper enjoyment, right? That means our life can be also the full of stream, sorry, our life can also be like streams full of stars in the sky. Our life can also be like daylight if we get leisure to celebrate our life. Celebration of joy is being talked about, right?
yes,
So how can the streams be full of stars in the word delight? It will be you have to conceptually answer this question. It is talking about the information. Obviously, at the same time, it is being also implied that you have to understand the stream is the reference to the stream of life, right? So, what is the stream of your life? You are a student. What is the stream of my life? I am a teacher. So, being student, being teacher, we both have been so much busy that we have changed the true stream of our life, which should be full of stars, which should have always daylight, but we don't have such for having no leisure to spend time to celebrate the joy in life. So our life can also be full of stream of stars. Hmm. But we cannot have such for having no time to spend, for having no time to celebrate the joy of life, right? So this answer you have to conceptually answer. This question you have to conceptually answer. Clear? Next, number five, you see who or what does the poet refer to as beauty? Beauty means beauty is reference to both. One is the representation of nature to the world around us, and another beauty is the beauty of life and mind, right?
yes, sir.
If you have pressure, mm, if you are pressurized by your daily duties, your life will be ugly one, not beautiful at all. So who and what does the poet refer to as beauty? Obviously beauties refer to the soul,
Sir,
beauties refer to the spirit.
but this means sir, this busy work can be the true delight. So,
Yes, who does the poet refer to as beauty?
so the nature.
Yes, nature.
The nature is false delight, and
Absolutely. Nature is referred to as beauty. But what is that beauty? But what is that beauty? That beauty is that you have to spend your time in leisure minimum to understand what is your uh, what is your true delight, right? So who means reference to nature, representation of nature, and what does the poet refer to as beauty? What does the poet refer to as beauty? The poet referred to as beauty as the representation of nature, and at the same time it is being talked about the beauty of soul, beauty of heart, beauty of life.
If
That
you
is,
don't think the nature as beauty, it is beautiful. It is not beautiful.
yes, yes, yes. Beauty is in your mind. That should be beautiful with the beauty of nature, right?
Yes.
Next, read the lines and answer the questions. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, who they can dance. So why do you think the word beauty starts with a capital letter? You see, this is very important question. So the word beauty, its first letter has started with a capital letter. Can you see beauty? B is in capital. So why? Because beauty has been a figure. Beauty has been an embodiment. Clear?
Yes.
So beauty is reference to nature, and the poet has also used her, her, her feet, right? Human has feet, living animal has feet, animated object has feet, but nature is called has feet. That means nature has been here an embodiment, is a figure, is a personified figure, right?
Yes.
Nature is a personified figure who is referred to beauty, Beauty. B in capital means nature is a woman, nature is a girl, nature is a lady, nature is a
Properly.
creator. You know, woman is called creator, woman is called the source of human civilization in terms of giving birth of the children, right?
Yes.
So in the same way, nature has the power to create, nature has the power to originate. Nature is the source of everything. In this sense, nature is a humanized figure, personified figure, is an embodiment who has the 2 feet, right? And who is beautiful. So, why do you think the
Obviously.
word beauty starts with capital letter? You will
Uh,
say, according to the poet, the first letter of the word beauty has been in capital to mean that nature is alive, who is the poet's personified figure, an embodiment, right?
yes, sir.
Who has also the quality of creating, who has also the quality mm, to make, to produce, right? So, which figure of speech has been used here? Already, figure of speech I have stated. The question has been,
The personification.
yes, asked now. You will say the figure of speech is embodiment. Or you can say the figure of speech is personification. Clear? If you say personification as a figure of speech, you will be right because the poet has used it in capital B, and the poet has mentioned her, her, and feet, FWT, feet. So by pointing out those words, you can say that the poet has personified the nature by giving the figure of woman, right?
Yes.
To point out the source of nature. Okay, but to point out the quality, to originate, to produce, right? So nature is the source of production, right? Nature is very much productive. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Because nature has the power to create, to produce, to give birth of the others, to give birth of all, right?
Yes, sir.
So which figure of speech has been used? You can say here
The, sorry. Human
personification.
personification. Sorry.
How?
The embodiment.
How? Yes, personification or embodiment. Why it is personification? If you say why it is personification, you will say
So because beauty can be in any non-living things also, but
beauty is a subjective idea,
sir.
right? This is abstract noun beauty, but here beauty has been changed into proper noun. Not only that, but also beauty has been given with the fit, FWT, fit, and has been referred by her, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
pointing out those words, you can mention beauty here is a personification to mean the personified figure, and embodiment as a figure of speech. If you want to mean this, you will say this is embodiment because the structure of body has been given to the nature by saying beauty, with B in capital. So embodiment means you are giving the body parts to an abstract idea, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So figure, you are changing your abstract idea into figure, by giving the bodily parts of human being. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So thus you can say it's an embodiment. Next you see, explain the meaning of beauty's glance. Hmm?
The meaning of beauty is glad.
Yes, meaning of beauty is glance.
So it cannot be expressed like words. So.
Yes, but it is written in the text. In the textual explanation, it is written. You see?
हाँ सर लिखा सही तो beauty is glance solo sir broad daylights streams full of stars like skies at night sir তারপর
These are the implications. So glance means beauty. Understood?
yes sir
Glance
thank
means
you
beauty. Yes.
sir
এই
thank
যে
you
বলছে stars, streams, so many things are mentioned here to mean actually beauty. So beauty is beauty. One beauty is the person, right? If I say, Sita's beauty, if I say Robina's beauty, you understand?
yes sir
In the same way, beauty is beauty. One beauty is the person and another beauty is beauty. That is সৌন্দর্যতা, right?
yes sir
So beauty is beauty. You can say Ravina's beauty. Ravina is beautiful, so Robina's beauty, right?
yes
You can say Sunny Leon's beauty, right?
yes
Have you seen Sunny Leon's beauty?
yes sir
Okay, oh my god. Have you gone through?
yes sir
How?
sir in movies
Okay, okay. Through movies. You
yes
have gone through Sunny Leon's beauty. Okay. So beauty is glance. That means beauty is beauty. Beauty is a person and that person's beauty is talked about. So glance means beauty, right?
yes sir
Glance means beauty, which you can observe through streams, through daylight, through stars. So when I'm asking you to observe something through stars, through daylights,
so
through
everything comes from
streams,
beauty
everything together is referred to beauty, right?
yes
Yes. So beauty is glance. So if you want to explain beauty's glance, you will say beauty is a personified figure whose beauty is referred to by the word glance. And glance means beauty by describing streams full of stars, daylight, skies, so many other natural ingredients as well, right?
yes
So all the natural ingredients are actually referred to glance, that is beauty. Clear?
yes
So first beauty is the nature. Beauty is beauty. That means nature's beauty, right?
yes sir
Beauty নামটা কাকে দেওয়া হয়েছে? নেচারকে।
yes sir
Clear?
yes
So how is beauty able to dance? How is beauty able to dance? You see in the reference. You see in the poem. Is it mentioned?
yes
Dancing.
sir no has a feature done
Yes, yes, on her 2 feet, right?
yes
Yes, obviously, dancing. You said absolutely right that beauty is a personified figure. It is personification because dancing is the activity of living being, right?
yes
That attribute. So attribute of dancing of a living being is giving to an inanimated object. Clear?
yes
This is why it is called personification as a figure of speech. So we are getting through more clarity. Clear?
yes sir
Okay. So how is beauty able to dance? You will say, according to the poet, beauty is a personified figure who has given the 2 feet to embodied. This is why now beauty is able to dance on her 2 feet, right? Next, number two, poor life. You see, poor life, this if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. Poor life, this full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. Why does the speaker say life is poor? I said, can you
sir
remember?
sir I know sir because for them our life is very means very boring sir
No,
because
not boring. The word is not right. You are helpless. You are helpless by your daily duties. You are under so much pressure by your daily duties that you don't have the leisure time to celebrate the joy of life. That means you have been poor one,
yes
you have been helpless one.
yes
Not only that, but also if you don't have the time to think of your entertainment, if you don't have the time to celebrate the joy of your life, in the same way you are the poor one. Clear?
yes
Yes, poor means hotobhagyo, right?
yes
It is not been talked about the financial condition. It is referred to the busyness of life, hurriness of life.
yes
Clear? So because of being hurry in life, you are poor because you don't get time to celebrate the joy of your life, to feel the true delight inside your heart, right?
yes
Next, does the poet lament anything? This is a question to the readers. Does the poet lament anything?
yes sir
Yes, the poet is lamenting the lack of true delight in life, right?
yes sir
Deficiency of true delight, deficiency of true joy. Clear? The poet is lamenting for having no leisure to spend time in leisure to celebrate the joy of life. Clear? Got it?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So, why the poet is lamenting?
So the poet is lamenting because he wanted to share it, sir.
The poet is lamenting. Yes, poet is lamenting. The poet is lamenting. Why?
So to share it means the nature beauty.
Not to share it, but not having the leisure to celebrate the joy. Clear? From inside of heart, from inside of soul. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So, what does full of care mean? What does full of care means?
So means enjoyment in life.
No, full of care means so much busy you are, so much hurry you are, so much concerned you are to your daily duties. Clear?
Yes,
Full of care. Full of care means full of hurriness, full of duties of life. Clear?
yes, sir.
What kind of life become full of care? What kind of life becomes full of care? Obviously, the poor life. In a sense, if you think of, you have poverty. So much poverty you have that you don't have the time to spend in leisure without earning money for livelihood, right?
Yes, sir. Means poet is indirectly telling us that we are poor.
Yes, the poet is telling us for having no financial condition well, I have to
Very poor.
do my job all day long to earn my livelihood. This is one thing, and another thing on the other hand is that I have been poor for having the hurriness of life and having no leisure to celebrate the joy of life. This is why I'm helpless. I am poor, right?
Yes,
I am helpless because I never get the time to spend in leisure. I never get the time to spend in leisure to celebrate the joy of life. Clear? This is why I'm poor. So, what does full of care means? Full of care means the life is full of duties. Even we don't get the time to spend in leisure to celebrate the joy of life. Clear?
yes,
Next, why do we have no time to stand and stare? Yes, because we are always busy
yes,
to
sir.
the world around us. So much busy we are that we don't have time to stare around us. We don't have time to stare at whatever is there around us in terms
Yes,
of
sir.
beauty, natural ingredients, right? Clear? That
Yeah,
means
clear.
you see one thing that modernity, the modern era, has been very much selfish, because nobody has time to think of anyone. That means you have no time to think for others. Clear? You have no time to help out the others. Clear?
Yes,
So try to just understand modern era is very selfish, cynic, and complicated era, because people of this era are very self-centered. Just they always remain busy to think of themselves.
yes, sir.
They are no selfless people in the modern era. This is also implied in this poetry, though clearly not stated but implied. Modern era
Yes,
is self-centered era. Hmm.
and it is very okay.
Yes, I will just think of myself. I have no time to think of the others. Right?
Yes,
This is why I am self-centered. I am no selfless one. Clear?
yes, sir.
So final question was, why do we have no time to stand and stare? It is also a flat question. I hope you understood. Right?
Yes, sir.
Then the questions answers have been discussed in this class.